They need to make sure they get a good result so that they can keep their hopes alive in the group in terms of qualification to the next round.
And talking about hopes alive, because Zambia is now taking on Kenya, and taking on Zimbabwe later, and that's also an interesting one because Zimbabwe would like to do what Kenya could be doing in the earlier game.
Yeah, but it's not going to be easy though. It's not going to be easy for Zimbabwe because I'm sure Zambia would want to make amends for that false start. So it's going to be quite a game there.
Yeah, quite a game indeed. And these are the players that arrived earlier, and they just came here abuzz and looking at the Kenyans, feeling that this is our chance, you know. But looking at what they did last time, surprised all and sundry by just banging in those 2 quick goals. Indeed,
indeed. I think they made good use of the early stages of the game before Zambia had settled down to get those important 2 goals, and then they defended the whole game by managing the game through possession. I think they're quite abuzz and they've every reason to feel good.
Talking about feeling good, not feeling good for the Comoros. What is that area that you think they just not happening?
Yeah, I think Comoros, if you check against Zimbabwe, Comoros lost it in the second half. So I'm hoping today they will improve in terms of application in the second half. The physicality that is necessary in terms of competing and keeping up the game momentum at that level. So if they can do well, try and get a goal maybe, and then hope to improve in terms of fitness levels to match the Kenyans, I think they might get something, but it's not going to be easy.
Well, not going to be easy, and the coaches are the ones that showed or shared with us what can be expected. Coach, I'm sure you can't complain, but you can only improve 2 goals and only 2 in the tournament. But a win today is also imperative.
I think we thank God for the 2 goals because looking at the other groups, I think we are the only team which managed to score 2 goals, which is commendable. And then coming into today's game, I think if we can get another 2 or more goals, we'll be home and dry. So our aim is to get more goals today, and then the last game at least try something different.
Psychological edge on the players. How did you now getting them to say, calm down, it's not over, stay focused?
I think after another game, after a game is before another game. So that is, we had to talk to these players, you know, most of them are young. And then we had to tell them this is the beginning, because this is the first time this team we are playing together. And I believe after our lengthy talk, these boys are ready to face Comoros today.
Talking about Comoros, you saw them last time. Yes, they didn't play well, but you don't take them for granted. What is the area that you think you could capitalize on?
I think Comoros are looking at their style of play. They are so aggressive most of the time, and then I think they're not fast. So I think if we are a bit faster, then we'll get them on the counter, and then we'll be home and dry.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Welcome.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Coach, you're up against a side that scored 2 goals, and I'm sure they're buoyed by that. How are you going to stop them? What is the plan?
Donc vous allez jouer contre une équipe qui a inscrit 2 buts sur le premier match. Comment est-ce que vous comptez aborder cette rencontre et comment est-ce que vous comptez les arrêter aujourd'hui?
On va essayer d'aborder ce match le mieux possible. On a vu que Kenya a marqué les buts rapidement. Et voilà quoi. Mais après, une fois que les Zambies sont mis en place, ils ont commencé à jouer, ils ont bien de difficultés. Il faut faire attention de ne pas prendre un but en début de match, c'est ça le plus important.
Okay, so we'll be very cautious today because we saw that Kenya scored a goal very fast in the first game. So we will, and then later they were a little bit more difficult to play. So today we will try to avoid conceding first goal rapidly, and we'll see later what may happen.
What were you working on in particular in this preparation, given the fact that at least you had a day or two to just make up for what could have gone wrong last time?
Donc vous avez 2 jours pour revenir un peu sur la défaite inaugurale. Qu'est-ce que vous avez ciblé quelle partie pour mieux aborder cette rencontre aujourd'hui?
On a regardé ce qui a marché pour le match contre Zimbabwe.
Gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Kenya. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Comoros.
Well, they look pumped up ahead of what is a crucial encounter here for the Comoros as well as Kenya. Comoros in your picture, knowing they come into this game third in Group B, ahead of the Zambians, the defending champions, mind you, but giving a good account of themselves in their loss to Zimbabwe, and will look to find their best foot going forward here against what looks a tough Kenyan side. Well, if they're showing against the defending champion Zambia as anything to go by, they are a side to be taken very seriously. Kennedy Otieno's side here. So, just one change here with Ochoga coming into the left back position. Keep an eye out for Otieno, goal scorer against the Zambians, as well as Patrick Otieno, who also scored an impressive second. Out in the attack, they keep Ochieng as the sharp end of the attack, and they will have Omondi, of course, operating between the sticks in the heart of defense. Ahono as well as Wanjala will be crucial in keeping things nice and tight and trying to ensure that Kenya maintain their goalless run so far in this tournament. Well, big, strong, physical with the Kenyans in the match against the Zambians. They're impressed in that regard here, and the officials may very well have some work in their hands. Godfrey Gagananga from Malawi, the man in charge of this fixture, assisted by Stanislao Prata. Second assistant referee is Alex Lumponjani from Namibia. Fourth official is Elton Camelino from Angola. From an appreciating point of view, they've very much been on the money, but the officials here, not much talk of them in the matches gone by here. So for the Comoros here, led by Ahamada Jambey, they'll be looking for a good showing. 3 changes to their starting lineup. Tarek coming into the left back position, Sane in the midfield, as well as Mudafar, the men that come into the starting 11 here. They will look to the creativity of Georgia, their captain, who was impressive on the first day, as well as Kasim. They will look to Jambai out in the attack. It's about putting their best foot forward here for the Comoros and trying to ensure they firstly score goals and secondly walk away with 3 points, and an impressive 3 points it will be if they can get the win over Kenya. Kennedy Otieno, well, happy with the start his side has made here. Ahmad Jambey wasn't necessarily happy at the end of the loss to Zimbabwe, and well, we'll hope his side firstly can stand up to the Kenyans physically here and tactically, that they have what it takes to break down a side that really looked impressive against the defending champions, not only on the front foot but also looked impressive in as far as being organized and also being able to win the individual duels. Hassan, it is in your picture. Plays his club football out in Djibouti.
Abdallah, come on. Come on, Abdallah. Come on, Abdallah. Wow.